Talking Disney this morning, reporting a beat on its quarterly earnings and also on revenue. Notably, though, announcing that Disney Plus had 26.5 million subscribers at the end of the year. That's the first time we've seen these numbers since the service was launched in November. Here's what CEO Bob Iger had to say yesterday about the success of the company's push to streaming, to our own Julia Borston.
Well, we were actually heartened by the fact that after the original episodes of The Mandalorian were all made available, we really didn't see significant churn from that. As I said earlier, we continue to see subscriber growth from the end of the year, December 28th, through yesterday. And I think this is very important, that bundle of Hulu and ESPN and Disney Plus is not only a great value to consumers, but it's one of the factors that has basically enabled us to see churn rates that are better than we expected they would be.
Okay, joining us right now is Tom Rogers, Executive Chairman of WinView, former CEO of TiVo, and former NBC Cable president and a CNBC contributor, and the man who put so much of this network together. Good morning to you.
Great to be here.
Okay, so
always.
What do we make of these numbers? The good news is the subscriber numbers are high. The bad news is they're losing money doing it. But that was always going to be the case.
Well, we heard the State of the Union last night. I think you'd have to say the state of Disney.
Yeah.
To put a little Larry David on it. Sorry to mix in HBO and a Disney discussion. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good.
You can see this working.
Look, Kevin Mayer and the streaming team there, unbelievable. I mean, you can't take anything away from a launch like that. That is just stupendous numbers, well beyond anything I would have thought you could come out of the box first quarter on. I think more than the numbers, the quality of the numbers. Everybody thought that these were overwhelmingly free subs and the revenue per sub, the ARPU, was going to be minuscule. Very strong ARPU.
ARPU is average revenue per unit.
Average revenue per unit.
Does it surprise you, by the way, that then there's not more take-up through Verizon and elsewhere?
Yes, it does. Only 20% of the subs coming from Verizon and over 50% of them coming directly from Disney, meaning no app tax when you sign up through Apple or somebody else. And that's pretty impressive. I have to say, you got to question how much of the demand they pulled forward, meaning we thought this would grow over time to these kind of numbers. Did they get all of it up front and it's going to be a slower build? But to Bob's point, the fact that they got another 2 million after Mandalorian ran, where a lot of people thought, great start of a new series, people will watch it and then disconnect, but they actually grew beyond that. The quality of those sub numbers are really strong. The one that I have question about is Hulu.
Okay.
I mean, think of this. Hulu's been around for 12 years, and now it has about 1.5 million or 2 million more subs than Disney Plus does. I'm not so surprised about the management change there recently with moving out the CEO.
You're saying they should have had a lot more. They've been around a lot longer. They should have a lot more subs and just 1 or 2 more than Disney, who's just gotten in the business.
Right, for a few reasons. One, they didn't seem to get the full impact of the bundling with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus that ESPN Plus got with doubling its numbers.
So what does that mean, though? What are you expecting then?
Well, I think there's probably something going on there in terms of the perception of Hulu. Today, the perception of Hulu is it's the place to catch up on network television.
If you don't have cable, that's kind of what you have, right? I mean, but is the odd man out here, Tom, CBS?
Yes, I think the CBS All Access really at this point looks like a streaming also ran. A place where you might get a couple of originals, but mostly a place, if you're a cord cutter, to get CBS television. Showtime doesn't look like it's beginning to spend the kind of money that the other services are in terms of what originals mean to a paid service in a streaming environment. And they are more hedged toward kids programming than anybody else with Nickelodeon. And in the last 8 years, kids ratings are down 70%. Not a small matter for Disney either.